Decisions, decisions, decisions. I had a big one today. I could have looked at that Rams-Bucks game and made it my best bet on the card, which means I would have had to put money on it and then be obligated to watch the game to see where my money was going. Or I could simply go to the 7 o'clock showing of the Star Wars tonight with my son. Well, that was pretty much a no-brainer. And in reality, the Rams-Bucks, after analyzing and handicapping the game, I didn't think it was the best bet on tonight's card. No, I think that best bet is actually in college basketball tonight on the Wisconsin-Milwaukee game against South Dakota. Yes, a Horizon League team hosting a team from the Summit League. That is the best bet on the card. More about that in a moment, plus my free play on the Rams and the Bucks game coming your way in just a moment. Now, although I don't particularly have a strong opinion on the game, that doesn't mean other guys here don't absolutely love it. Chief among them, Trace Adams, who's not only going for winning day number 40 of 66. And keep in mind, over the past 65 days, $1 bettors have won a little over $26,000. Normally, a 1,000-star play is his top-rated release, but tonight he has another one of those raise the bar 1,500-star releases, number 20 out of 28. It's your Rams-Bucks side. He just had a 1,500-star play on the Panthers, 38-0 over Atlanta on Sunday, and last night had a 1,500-star play on the Orlando Magic as well. It is the half-price play of the day simply by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Little heads up for you, Anthony Red, who's seeking winning day number 51 out of 80, has his 59 football winner number 14 out of 19 on the same side as Trace does this evening. For your total tonight, you can save $85 from Jeff Benton, who's going for NFL winner number 11 out of 14. It's his NFC total of the year. The Rams-Bucks over-under just hit a 75-dime play with the Patriots in the rout of the Texans in Houston on Sunday night. Last Thursday, of course, had a play, a 50-dimer. So tonight's play is even stronger on the Vikings-Cardinals under, and it matches his 75-dime winner in college basketball last night on Arizona State, the 8.5-point road dog winning outright over UNLV. You save $85 by using coupon code JEFF, J-E-F-F. Now, as for my particular best bet tonight, and again, I told you it was on the South Dakota, Wisconsin, Milwaukee game. It's a top-rated 15-dime release, which matches my winner last night on the Magic, which matches my winner on Sunday with the Panthers. You can get it for free as the charity play of the week simply by using coupon code FREE, F-R-E-E. Now, let's talk about the Rams and Bucks here for a moment. You know, I looked at this game from every perspective, and there's just too many unknowns. I mean, I'm a little concerned with the fact that the Buccaneers couldn't deliver at home to complete a home sweep as they lost this past weekend. After beating Atlanta in Game 1 of their two-game homestand, they then lost this past weekend to the New Orleans Saints 24-17 after taking care of business against the Falcons 23-19. I mean, they're 3-3 on the road. They've won at New Orleans. They won at Atlanta. They won at Philadelphia, hammered the Eagles in that game. Lost to the Colts, Redskins, and the Texans on the road. Interesting game from the Rams' perspective. It's the home finale, but it could be the franchise finale as well, if the rumors are true that they're one of the leading contenders to move to Los Angeles. So who knows what the fan support is actually going to be like tonight for St. Louis. Now, the Rams just ended a lengthy losing skid by knocking off Detroit this past weekend at home, 21-14. They had lost their previous 5 games, a stretch in which they scored a total of 54 points, bouncing back between Nick Foles and Case Keenum at quarterback. Keenum, of course, missed a couple of games because of concussion syndrome. Returned last week against the Lions. Wasn't really the key factor in that contest. It was more a game determined by the fact that Todd Gurley had a breakout game again after kind of 5 weeks where he was in a bit of a rut, and also the defense delivered, constantly putting pressure on Matthew Stafford. Tough game. Stafford couldn't avoid the Rams' pass rush. Jameis Winston, far more mobile, having a very good year. You know, this is a guy that everybody had questions coming into the NFL draft. He has proven to be a leader. He has proven to be a mature quarterback, a guy who has already thrown for over 3,000 yards and I think 18 or 19 touchdowns on the season. A Tampa Bay offense, which has done exceptionally well in crunch time on third down situations. They have converted 42% from the season, but 48% over the last 10 games. And, of course, Winston is helped by Doug Martin, who's had oh my gosh. I mean, you talk about a rejuvenation of his career. Over 1,200 yards rushing here in this game, coming into this game. So the line is, 2.5, 3 points. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay in this game. I like the Bucs a little in this contest. I just haven't seen the Rams play with any consistency here. The Buccaneers on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoff chase. They really had to beat the Saints last weekend at home. They didn't. Of course, a Thursday night game always favors the home team when the road team is on a short week rest as well. But I think the Buccaneers are just a little bit better of a team. But again, this is going to be like the free plays I gave you yesterday, where I gave you two of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder and UNLV. And I told you I didn't really like either game. I leaned a little more toward the Thunder. They won. UNLV didn't. Tonight, I lean a little toward the the Buccaneers of the two free plays. But the play that I think is a little bit better, marginally better, is going to be Marshall plus the 20.5 to 21 points against West Virginia. Now, these two are playing tonight in Charleston at the Civic Center. This is the Capital Classic. West Virginia, no ifs, ands, or buts, is the better team. But this is a huge rivalry game. And, last year when these two met, it was a down-to-the-wire contest. West Virginia only prevailed 69-66. They were down 8 with 11.5 points to play. You got Marshall coming in here with a little confidence. They've won 3 straight games. Now, West Virginia did rebound, hammered UL Monroe a couple of days ago after losing their previous game, their first game of the season at Madison Square Garden against Virginia. But this West Virginia team, we know, is very strong defensively, very good rebounding team. Bob Huggins' team is going to press you up and down the floor. They're going to create havoc. They're going to create turnovers. Marshall is going to be tested whether or not they're going to be able to break that press and that suffocating defense. The one thing West Virginia is not, however, is a good shooting team. And even though they had a monstrous game against UL Monroe from three-point land, I think they hit 15 to 26 in that game. Keep in mind, they were 2 for 14 against Virginia, and you're going, okay, well, the Cavaliers are a strong defensive team. But if you take that Virginia game plus the 3 games prior to that, and a 4-game stretch before exploding from three-point land against UL Monroe, they were 12 for 51 from three-point land. So they're going to have to rely on their defense. I just think that 20.5 points is too much. I think this is a 15, 16-point win for West Virginia, but it's a mean everything game for Marshall, where West Virginia, they know they're going to win this game. Yes, it's a rivalry, but it doesn't mean as much to them. So I'm going to grab the 20.5 points and go with Marshall as your other complimentary play. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.